Good afternoon, Tamales. How are you doing today? I keep making sure my car is not getting towed because I'm parked in the wrong spot. Thank you for tuning in. I do have a video coming up. With this video, it was a class project at the end of the semester for one of my pop culture classes in sociology, and we had to talk about like a social issue. I invited all my gay friends over, and it was just a conversation that I had seen occurring within the community over the last few years, and it was just about preferences in the gay dating community, which is like where people come in with racial preferences, and on their profile they'll say like blacks only, whites only, no Asians, no femmes, mask for mask. And there's just a lot of this putting each other into boxes going on within the community. And so I just wanted to invite my gay friends over just to have a little fun, drink a little wine, and, you know, just talk and just kind of share their experience with this. Just a fun little class project to do, to put out there. If you have a comment, or if you've had an experience, or if your experience is opposite, or if you disagree with the video and you think that these are fine and you don't see anything wrong with them, comment down below and we can have that conversation. Let's keep the comment section cute. There's no need to slander or do any ad hominem attack. There's no need to do ad hominem attacks. We can have a grown, adult, mature conversation. Let's keep the comment section cute and clean, and like my sign says, don't be a prick. I'm just saying, girl. Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. I'm interested to see what you have to say. Watch it, enjoy it, comment down below. And then tell me what videos you want to see me do in the future. And I will see you all next time.
I mean, that's honestly how Grindr works, and I think people need to just kind of get with the program or get off. Stop being so sensitive.
What phrases have you heard that have affected you in the gay dating community?
Oh, it's the BBC phrase.
I know black guys. No femmes.
Grindr, I think the tribes that you have to identify yourself with.
It's just my preference, not racist.
Mask for mask.
Quick decisions based off of what the person looks like.
Fat no femme.
You have to say that you're a twink, or you have to say that you're a bear, a daddy. I don't really fit into one particular category, so having to kind of typecast myself in a particular way limits the type of people that will message me. I'm already put at a disadvantage for certain types of people, and also at an advantage for other types of people.
The word BBC has a lot of negative connotation behind it, and it's only used for sexual terms. And you know, as a black man myself, one issue that I have is when I'm constantly looked at as a piece of meat.
I'm a feminine gay, and then all the stereotypes that come along with that, such as being dramatic, even though that's not necessarily true. And it just kind of puts me in this one-dimensional box, and then people don't think that I can be masked, and that kind of affects my identity when it comes to being a man, because sometimes it makes me feel less of a man.
So what I'm really tired of is you 50-year-old men that are married to women who look for black men to be your kink in your fantasy.
Assuming that because you met one Asian and you weren't attracted to them, and thinking every other Asian's gonna be the exact same way, or every other black person's gonna be the exact same way, or every other femme guy's gonna be the exact same way, you've already set a notion and a stereotypical ideology in your head that we're not going to perform the same as you.
People have just gotten to a very, very shallow place.
I feel like it's very, it's horrible for my self-esteem, and it's also horrible for, you know, just my interactions with the gay community and other gay males.
You're not giving them an equal chance, and you're not necessarily giving yourself a fair chance either of being in a relationship, because you don't know who you're going to connect with, you don't know who you're going to like. I mean, so letting those small things get in the way of you and finding your true love just doesn't seem worth it now, does it?
I'm tired of being, you know, let me see that BBC. What about taking me out to dinner? I won't tell your wife. I mean,
I think it affects the gay community in a very unique and nuanced way. A way in which we don't typically identify with, because we typically shove that type of stereotyping and typecasting and discriminatory action onto the others, or the people that don't identify with our sexual orientation. And that's something that I see trending.
It makes me feel like I'm a piece of meat, honestly. I don't have an issue with that, because I mean, if you have the meat, you have the meat.
It's like we marginalize ourselves. We just keep putting each other into different boxes within the gay community, which doesn't really make sense because we're all gay at the end of the day and we're all guys. So I don't get why my femininity or masculinity has to define me as a man in your head, because I already am a man, regardless of whether I wear makeup or not.
It makes me feel like nobody really wants me for me, and nobody wants to get to know me for me.
It's a big impact on the community, especially for black males, because as a black male myself in the gay community, when you're only looked at as a piece of meat, you know, it's very hard to make connections with people. It's very hard to really, you know, be seen as something else besides your penis. And, you know, in the gay community, you know, we're all about sex, and we're all about sex positivity and supporting sex and, you know, just being open to sexual ideals. But I think it's very important that we understand that, you know, at the end of the day, sex is sex, but we're also still human.
Because it really pisses me off when I see that, you know, no black guys, just my preference, and the whole, the kink behind being black and being gay, because all the men want, you know, the BBC and all that stuff, so it makes me feel weird, and it makes me feel not wanted by the gay community. I feel like another outsider that I already am.
I'm not necessarily saying that preferences are in the need to end, because that's not real and that's not plausible. Preferences will always be around. I'm always gonna have a preference. You're always gonna have a preference. Everybody who's in this video is always gonna have a preference. We can be more aware of where our preferences are coming from, and when we're saying no to a certain type of person or no to a certain group of people, why are we saying that? That belief that that general other is less than.
And that's the G. You're not in camera this weekend when you were getting your whole destroyed?
I'd be louder.
May
So,
or may not
you
be.
did.
There may or may not be
So you did.
pictures. Not video, pictures.
Can I cuss in here? Oh, pictures of getting your hole destroyed.
Oh, you guys.
Ooh. Ripped open.
Well, he's not that big. I'm ready. I feel like I'm on Vogue.
Oh, you would go that far? I thought you remember what you wrote. Guess
I
not.
don't remember it, but I still want
I would do like country living or southern living. All I can bring to a table is a big dick. I'm so sorry. I couldn't say that because I just remember this was for school.
You have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
It is so
really
interesting
interested
being
to
a
see what
gay
it does.
country man.
He really is, and that's why I said the white gay, so it's gonna go right to you.
What's up, boys?
Oh no.
This is news to me.
You didn't know that?
No, I thought you were hitting on me this whole semester.
I need a masculine man to open this for me, Daddy.
Yeah, I got you.
Ooh.
Mm.
Okay.
Let's see what we're working with here.
Don't you say faggot?
Shut up, fag. I don't know if you saw my bio, but no fat, no femme, so double strike.
So,
Can you restart that?
You know where I'm gonna put my profile?
Oh.
No whites.
That is
where's that
not a
Saki?
move.
Wow, I was looking for a husband. I
Nicki Minaj screen rap, bitches!
guess not. Clearly not, because you guys are looking at me. Who you calling boy?
I really want them to watch this video and be like, African American, evil white, evil white.
Say thank you for watching.
question. And that's on period.